Geno, just your reaction to Paige coming back. I mean, I'm assuming you knew ahead of time, but it's still pretty big.
You know, to be honest with you, she never said she was leaving, and she never said she was staying. So the way she played it, you know, with you guys in the media about, you know, her teammates and being in college and all that, that was the message that she gave out all along. That's, you know, that's Paige is very, very bad at making decisions. Very bad. When we were recruiting, I had to threaten her because she couldn't make a decision. But, you know, obviously it changes, you know, the whole nature of things, you know, the whole dynamic of things. There's a lot of excitement about the possibilities of having a full squad. And to her point, you know, she said she came to UConn to play 4 years, and she's only played 2, and this is her 3rd. So I think there's a lot of excitement about that. You know, on our team, certainly with the returning players.
On that same note, you kind of told us yesterday about Aubrey, but to see her just come back and have another full year after her 2 injuries as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of stories, you know, and it was great to see Aubrey out there, and same thing with her, you know, the the unfortunate back injury that she had, and then this, you know. I'm glad that she has the opportunity to come back. You know, certainly it's another dimension that we don't have right now, that it'd be hard to go out and recruit somebody like her. Let's put it that way.
I know it's kind of odd way to ask it, but when you think of all the things that have happened, the pandemic and all of the injuries, without those things, you wouldn't have the opportunity that you're now looking at for next year, of having not only Paige but Paige back at age 22 or 23. You know, so it's kind of interesting how things work out.
Yeah, you know, with you know, Aubrey, Paige, it's like we're like BYU East out here, right? I think the unknown, the great unknown, is no pandemic, no injuries. What could it have been the last 4 years with a bunch of healthy bodies? So the stars were all lined up wrong. That contributed to the injuries, and then all of a sudden they lined up right, and it allows us to, you know, to take advantage of these unique opportunities. It's I just, you know, I just want it to work out for them. I really do. I desperately want it to work out for them.
Roger.
Not that you haven't gotten enough good news today, but the other 2 kids didn't say, Nika and Aaliyah, whether or not they're coming back. Is that just something that they want to think about some more, or?
They say even less than, well, I shouldn't say they say even less than Paige. I think Nika's looking forward to the next step in her career, from what I gather. You know, that doesn't mean that, you know, the season ends and she has a change of heart. But, it's like Dom said, it's really, really weird that all of them have an opportunity to play again. But I would be surprised. Let's put it that way.
Geno, why did you have the senior night after the game? Did it have something to do with the announcements, or did it just?
No.
It's kind of like weird going through the whole game and the whole
Yeah.
usually all that emotion is first.
Yeah.
Today it was kind of like a little party at the end.
Yeah. Well, you have 4 seniors, you have 4 managers. There's a time crunch in the beginning. You have to start real early, and the fans aren't here. And there's just more free time. We can kind of dictate the pace and how we want the program to go. I think having done it, I think it makes more sense. I hope next year it's a Saturday afternoon game. We've tried to do it on weekends all the time now, so that family can come here and not have to leave whatever they're doing in the middle of the week. So I thought it went well, and I kind of like that format.
I guess this all means that there's no doubt that you're coming back next year.
I was until Paige's announcement. Yeah, well, no one was wondering whether I was coming back or not, to the same extent that they were wondering if Paige was coming back or not. It's like the Palio horse race in Italy. They just want the horse to finish, whether the rider is still on the horse or not. They don't care. The horse finished the race, they win. I think the fans would be just as happy if it was the other way around. I don't think they'd be as happy. I think they got what they want. They got their wish. Yeah, I'll be back.
Tom, or are you gonna know? I'm sorry. Anyone else have anything? Maggie.
Aaliyah's been on a whole different level so far this season, and you've mentioned before, her issues with consistency. Do you feel like she's solved those issues, or is on the upward track to getting over them?
Aaliyah, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think the confidence that she's playing with now, the energy that that she's playing with, there's a different look to her. There's a different approach. And again, I think it's all confidence, hard work, in practice. And I fully expect that she can keep building on this for however much longer we have, beyond the regular season.
And then just with Nika hitting 600 assists tonight, I mean, just what has her development looked like from freshman year to now, and to hit that milestone tonight? Yeah.
The first couple months of freshman year, I didn't think she'd get 6 assists, much less 600. And now you look back and good fortune, to be healthy for the most part. And you think about the people that are the other 5, it's pretty amazing to be in that company when they put that list together, and she looks up at it. I think the picture, I don't know if you saw it, I think the picture of her on that jersey frame says it all about her. Just her passion for the game, her love of the game, her intensity level that she practices at, plays at every day. She took a big risk coming all the way over here, and I'm thrilled for her. I root for her to be where she is right now is I know it's a real blessing to her family and to us as coaches that coach her every day. It's pretty amazing.
Last one, Don.
Yeah, Jay, just when did Paige tell you and how did she tell you that she was coming back?
I'm not being coy or anything. I'm telling you, there was never a time when, and we were talking, and she sat there or here or over there and talking, and she said, "Coach, don't worry, I'm coming back." Never.
So even when she had the mic, you didn't know what she was going to say?
No, I did not. I thought, when the crowd started chanting "one more year," I thought this would be a perfect time to say something, and as it turned out, it was. But the coaches that were sitting over there, like, all right, well, this settles a bunch of stuff, and now we can move on. There was never, honest to God, there was never a time. And I didn't press her on it either. I just figured she's going to do what she's going to do. And these kids today, what, I have to check with my agent. What do they think? What are my, are we talking to enough general managers? What do they think? Where am I going to go? What city do I want to play in? They've got all this stuff. And the last thing I wanted to do was just keep pushing that narrative in her head, and figure when the time came, and she picked the perfect time.
Last one, Vicki.
Have you talked to her between then and now? Like, have you said
No.
anything to her?
No, we just went in the locker room and I talked to all the guys that played good tonight.
Thanks, everyone. All 4 seniors will